Hello there, One Piece adventurers. It is I, Amaze the Storyteller, back at you with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the aforementioned Blueno. Wow, what an incredible guy Blueno is. Right, former CP9 agent, now CP0 agent allegedly, saved the whole entirety of the CP9 agents before they were wiped out by the world government after they defected into who knows where. Blueno took them in with his door-to-door ability and saved every single one of them from certain death. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is an incredibly loyal individual. So today we're getting into it with a little bit about Blueno's backstory, what his devil fruit ability is, and his connections with Who's Who. Yeah, because they definitely spent time together. The dudes are almost the same age as Who's Who. They're very close in age, which means they would have served at the same time that Who's Who was the leader of CP9. So let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about who Blueno is. Blueno is a key member of the CP9, the world government's elite assassination unit. He first appears during Water 7 and Enies Lobby arcs, where he plays a significant role as an antagonist to the Straw Hats. We actually get one of the most iconic roles ever when Blueno shows up to fight Luffy. That's when Luffy first goes gear second and rocks Blueno's ship. Blueno has no idea what had happened, and then they move on and become best friends. Not really. Blueno gets his shit absolutely rocked. Luffy was so disrespectful, he grabbed Blueno by the horns and slammed his ass into the dirt. But Blueno still remains one of my favorite characters. At the time of his introduction, Blueno is 30 years old. He stands out from the rest of the CP9 members with his impressive physical strength, calm personality, and of course, his powerful devil fruit, the door fruit. Blueno wields the door fruit, which is a paramecia ability that allows him to create doors on any surface, including the air. This ability makes him incredibly versatile in combat, as he can use it for both offense and defense. It's also perfect for his role as an infiltrator, an espionage agent, and an assassination guy. I suppose an assassination guy might also be known as an assassin. Did you guys know that? Because apparently I didn't. His mastery of his devil fruit was showcased in the CP9 Enies Lobby arc, where he used it to ambush and surprise his opponents, which included the Straw Hats. One of the most iconic scenes is when he creates an air door to escape and reposition during battle, catching his enemies off guard. So I talked a little bit about this. When Luffy went gear second, one of the craziest things that Blueno didn't really take much advantage of was the fact that he could just disappear on a whim. We did see this when he fought against Sanji on the sea train. He was able to get away from Sanji after Sanji charged up his kick. Blueno thought he could take it, and it was a little much for Blueno. Understandably, Sanji's one of the most overpowered individuals physically within the One Piece series. No doubt Blueno struggled with that kick. His iron body is incredibly strong though. It's not to be underestimated. In fact, it's my own headcanon, but I like to believe that Blueno is probably the strongest with Tekkai out of all of the CP9 agents except for maybe Rob Lucci himself. Now, Blueno's relationship with the other CP9 members is quite interesting. CP9 is a tight-knit unit, with each member bringing their own unique skills and abilities to the table. Blueno, despite his calm nature, is fiercely loyal to his comrades. He is often seen as the voice of reason amongst the group, maintaining a level head even in the most intense of situations. And that's exactly what we saw, right? We saw him save the entirety of the CP9 agents, Jabra, Kaku, Khalifa, everybody when they were on death's door, and bring them into his door domain, and then he was able to shoot them back out to get medical attention, and then that's where we pick off from there. Within the team, Blueno often takes on a leadership role, especially when it comes to planning and executing missions. He's highly respected by his fellow agents, including the likes of Lucci, Kaku, and Khalifa, who seem to be the leaders and the brains of the CP9 agents, right? Let's be honest, Jabra's not doing much planning. He's got to go get his girlfriend that doesn't love him anyway. And also, Fukuro, come on, what is that guy doing? And poor other guy, I forget his name, Kumadori, he's probably sitting there just thinking about his dead mother. Very tragic. Now let's talk about Blueno's connection with the former CP9 agent, who was once a member of CP9, but after a critical failure, he was imprisoned and eventually became a pirate, joining the Toby Ropo under Kaido's crew. While Blueno and Who's Who were not shown to directly interact in the series, they shared a unique history within CP9. That's right, they're very similar in age, which means they would have served at the same time, and it's my headcanon to believe that Blueno was in the upper echelon at CP9 at this time, because he is an older member within the CP9 agents, and it would make sense that Blueno's rise to power wasn't when we saw him, that was actually his decline from power. We actually see him at his peak when he's with Who's Who, and obviously Who's Who got detained for his critical failure, losing Luffy's Devil Fruit, and Blueno, by extension, maintained his loyalty to the CP9 agents. So, very cool. I would like to see how that went down. I would like to see who was with Who's Who at that time. I think that'd be a really cool way to keep building up the CP9 to be as devastating as they were as an assassin organization. Both Blueno and Who's Who served the world government, but their paths diverged drastically. While Blueno remained loyal and continued his service, Who's Who betrayal and subsequent downfall highlight the harsh consequences within the CP9 organization. Blueno's story serves as a contrast to Who's, showing the different fates that can befall CP9 agents. What do I mean by this? Well, essentially, you can go two different routes. You can continue to be loyal and rise to the ranks of CP0 even after you betray the world government by running away, because Blueno and the rest of the CP9 agents did fail in their mission to protect Enies Lobby and protect Robin by extension. However, Who not only lost and got his ass beat, when he escaped prison, he didn't go back and show his loyalty to the world government. No, instead he went to Kaido to seek refuge under the Toby Roppo. What a coward! Blueno went straight back to the world government under Spandeme, and by extension Spandam. So there you go. Pretty cool stuff. Blueno is a fascinating character whose loyalty and strength make him stand out as a member of CP9, as well as his relation to former CP9 agents like Who add depth to his character. Wow, I butchered that. I wrote this script and I'm fucking it up. Blueno is a fascinating character whose loyalty and strength make him a standout member of CP9. His connections within the organization, as well as his relation to former agents such as Who's Who, Lucci, Jabra, so on and so forth, really add depth to his character and the One Piece world as a whole. Now, it's also important to note that Blueno has a secondary job that he was so goddamn good at, he fooled the entirety of the One Piece world itself. He was a bartender. Do you know how hard bartending is, dude? He could do all the flippy shit with the drinks and give you the best Roger drink you ever had. Do you guys think there was a gold Roger drink? Would it be like gin tonic mixed with orange juice or something? What do you guys think Gold Roger's drink was? Let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, not a whole lot of information is out there about Blueno in particular. I wrote this script to stay on topic about Blueno because I could go off on a lot of tangents about him, but I figured I'd use this time in the video to do that. So I have a few theories about Blueno that I think are really, really cool. One, his Devil Fruit ability is way too overpowered for the world government to just let go. Actually, he is the sole reason Lucci, Jabra, and Kaku, as I mentioned so many times before, are alive. So he saved the strongest individuals within the CP9 agents, and he brought them back essentially to become CP0 agents, which is really, really cool. His Devil Fruit ability allows him to essentially slip into a pocket in another dimension, and he could just hide there forever. Why wouldn't you want that if you're the world government? And also, it seems like it's a Devil Fruit that takes a lot of learning. It's a big learning curve to master that devil. So it makes sense that they wouldn't just kill Blueno right away. They would want to utilize him because he's taken the time to master this Devil Fruit. Imagine them giving it to some kid on a random island. That kid would have to take 20, 30 years learning how to use the Dor fruit to even be half as capable as Blueno is at using it. It's not an easy fruit to use. So that's why I think Blueno needs to come back into the One Piece story. I think he should come back with CP0, and I think we get to really see what CP0 is capable of now that they all have Haki, and assuming they all have a power buff. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think of Blueno. Let me know what you guys think of all the CP9 agents. Let me know what you think of his relationship with Who's Who. How do you think that transpired, and how do you think that looked? And I will see you guys in the next One Piece video. Bye-bye.